We back with another episode, man. It's been a long time. Everybody's been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I'm happy to be back to shoot my first episode with the one and only Cinn. Hand clap for Cinn, man. Thank you for doing this episode with me,
They
man.
call me Sinner now.
Sinner now.
Yeah, Sinner.
And thank you for joining me today.
It's my pleasure.
It's the first episode. Feels like a reunion. And we have to do it. We have to give the people what they want. I feel like everybody want to see us reunite and do an episode. So, I'm happy to be back. And, this is the first episode, BNF Podcast, man. We here, we live, we at Fett. We here. Shout out to Fett, man. One of the hottest places in the city, bringing the culture back.
It is the hottest place in the city.
Okay, you come here a lot?
Yes.
You'll
I'm a
say
regular.
anything to get somewhere in for free.
Mm-hmm. You ain't had them lamb chops? Them lamb chops was fire.
Okay, what you like about Fett?
I like that there's a bunch of Haitian niggas here.
Okay.
Because you know me, I like me a good zo.
Okay.
Some zozo.
All right.
I also like the food. The food is popping. I fuck with the food at Fett. And,
what's your favorite dish on the menu?
The lamb chops.
Okay.
The lamb chops.
What kind of lamb
sure.
chops? The jerk lamb chops?
Yes, the jerk lamb chops.
Okay,
I be sucking the bone.
Okay.
Chow. You'll think
right.
it's a penis.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah,
I mean, I'm the throat goat.
Oh my God.
So I had to do it.
Is that what's on your?
It's on my sweater. Yeah. Shout out to Egon.
You
Lab.
can't have that sweater on and really, not be the goat. You really got to be like that.
I mean, I always got a nigga in the cut, so I do it something right.
Okay, I hope so.
You feel me?
I hope so.
Either the coochie or the throat.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm winning.
Damn, you ain't playing. Cinn Energy is back. It's back.
Shout out to my podcast Synergy also.
Yes. You was doing your thing while I was gone. How was that experience for you?
So I want to thank you for actually
yeah, go ahead.
Giving me the opportunity to even have a platform and introducing me to the people that you introduced me to, from audio to camera. It actually opened so much doors for me. So I definitely want to give you your flowers and say thank you. Granted, it was the way it happened sucked that you had to go to jail for it to happen, but I definitely want to thank
there's
you.
There's opportunity in chaos, you know that. That was your time to shine.
Exactly. So I definitely want to thank you for that. Synergy is fire. I love Synergy. I get to be the nastiest little slut, but in a good way, with my guests that come in. So like I said, I want to thank you for that.
No problem.
Synergy. I wish I would drop more, but I don't know. Maybe you feel this. I really don't like podcasting sometimes.
You don't?
Like, sometimes my mind's not in it. My mind got to be there. I got to be wanting to interview people. I don't like to just drop shit every fucking week just to drop shit.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but I thank you.
But no problem. And I felt like you had the talent. And in my absence, it was a space that needed to, I need you to fill that void. And you did that.
I did the free Dmal shirts.
Yes, I seen that.
Those went well.
Yeah, I seen that. Appreciate that.
You're
Appreciate
welcome. You're welcome.
And we here, man. We in Fett. Make sure y'all come here, man. Check it out. Great food. Great environment, man. We here, man. And they here to bring the culture back. So we happy. We happy to be here. What else we got going on, man? We gotta give some more shout outs.
Yes, we do.
Nickel and Dime sponsoring this episode right here. Shout out to Nickel and Dime. Shout out to my man Young. Moving real heavy right now, so make sure you tap in with us. I have a smoothie dropping out.
Ooh.
BNF smoothie, October 26th. Love Health Cafe, 444 Blue Hill. It's going down. This smoothie right here, I actually came up with it while I was inside. I'm like, you know what? I gotta come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a little bit of issues while I was back home, maybe because I wasn't, I never wanted to be, once you start making some money, I don't want to be a porn star no more. You got to pay me. And I was in morning guy. We talked about this. I don't enjoy morning sex. But now, after doing like 2 weeks, in the feds, a little vacation.
You play. You did longer than that.
Now morning sex, I'm on it. And I created this smoothie right here. It got honey in there. It got sea moss in there. I got a little caffeine. It's an energy booster. And it's going to get you right.
Some aphrodisiacs.
Yes. 20 minutes strong in the morning. You're ready to go. Not only that, you're able to have sex and go to work.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So
I need to leave my house, go get this smoothie, come back home.
It works for females too. You're not going to feel drained. You're not going to feel down. After you have the smoothie, you're going to be up and you're going to be ready to go. You might want a round 2.
Up and ready to fuck.
Yes, and this is for my guys who's in the union, my guys who's trapping all night, and they can't find the energy. They want to stop and get some Hennessy. They probably want to stop and get, 5 or 10 to pop. You don't need that no more. We're keeping it healthy, and this is good for your stamina. Trust me, it works. So make sure you get that BNF smoothie that's dropping October 26th at Love Health Cafe. Make sure you get that. And I'm telling you, it works. It does amazing things, man. It works for me.
Okay. So you've been fucking in the morning?
Yeah, I have to. I got a lot of making up to do. You know what I'm saying? No more wet dreams, man. We here now.
We also want to shout out More in Digital.
Yes.
For doing they thing for us. We fuck with them the long way. Highest Monkey behind the camera also. Has been holding us down for a while. Since you first started.
I was just on my wine.
I know. I could see.
I'm listening.
I'm still ghetto.
Yep. Shout out to High Ass Monkey. That's my guy, man. I'm happy. We're reunited and we're back. We got another heavy hitter with us behind the camera.
The main man behind the camera.
The main man. He's out here shooting music videos. He's doing him.
Well, he just do a video with
Jaylen Brown.
JB, right?
Yeah,
and ASAP Ferg.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah. Let's give him a hand clap, man. Let's give him a hand clap. Hold on. Are we going to say his name or keep him a secret or what?
Keep him a secret? No, we got to say his name.
Let's shout him out.
Yeah, I am Jay the DJ.
Okay. Damn, everybody in the building. We act like there's nobody here, man. Shout this man out, man. He just did a video with Jaylen Brown, man. He's out here doing big things, man. Niggas better stop playing, man. I'm happy. He's shooting for us, and this is dope, man. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be back, man. Like this is fun. We're gonna have a great episode.
I'm excited. I'm so happy to have you back. Cause I was scared for a while, like, he's not gonna want to podcast no more.
I thought about it. He
probably converted to Islam.
Nah, I definitely had doubts. I kept going back and forth if I wanted to do the podcast thing again. I really didn't want to, because I wanted to come out and do something different. But, the energy when I was inside, it's like, yo, you got to come back with the podcast. And you really don't realize what you have until other people kind of like...
strangers.
Yeah, let you know. So, when I was inside and I'm meeting dudes from different towns, and I'm not going to even lie to you, there's dudes that, I never met before that was hip to what I had going on. Mm-hmm. And it was like, yo, you got to keep it going and stuff like that. And even when I came home and I was bumping into dudes that I don't know, and they're like, oh, you the podcast nigga. I'm like, yeah, that's me, whatever. They was like, yo, you got to keep doing your thing, happy to see you home and stuff like that. And, it's always from strangers. Because, niggas...
That sometimes is the best feeling,
niggas don't be saying nothing.
At
you know
all.
what I'm saying? It's always niggas you don't know that's going to show the love. But I felt like that gave me kind of the motivation. And I'm like, you know what? I got something. Let me keep it going. Let me keep this going, and let's see where it goes.
As you should. I'm glad you did though.
Yeah, and we're back.
Well, to piggyback off of the fact that you was just incarcerated, as if y'all don't know, we kind of know.
Yeah.
Now, how long did you do?
2 years.
2 years.
I was sentenced to 3 years. I had an open plea. So when I took an open plea, pretty much I didn't know how much time I was gonna get.
Okay.
So the day I got sentenced is the day I went in. I could have, asked my lawyer to tell the judge to, be like, oh, give me an extra 2 weeks or a month to do a self-surrender. But I actually just wanted to go right in and get it
done over with.
So, like I said, I didn't know how much time I had. So that was kind of like stressing me out, like the unknown of how much time I'm going to get. So I ended up getting 3 years. The state was actually trying to give me 7.5 years. But out of the 7.5 years, I ended up getting, 3 years, So, yeah. And then, it started right then. Once they gave me the 3 years, I went right in, and it was over. It was over. Right in. Then, on the van, going straight to Wyatt.
I was to say, tell me about your transition.
So my transition, it was different because I never did no county time. I never did no juvie time.
No DY time, nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So
this
imagine.
Your real first bid.
It's your first bid in your 30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that is nuts.
And you're going right into like the NBA. So you're going into the big leagues. You're in the feds, and you gotta understand. Like I went to Wyatt with the Pradas on.
With the what?
With the Pradas on.
Oh, Prada shoes?
Oh, yeah. I went there. I went there with the Pradas on. I was on my fly shit. And once I entered the building, you know, it's like word travels so fast in jail. So once I got to Wyatt, by the time, you know, I hit the block, niggas already knew, like, yo, podcast nigga here, BNF nigga here. Woo, woo. So when I first got there, it's during COVID still. I get on the block in Wyatt, and shit's moving so fast. I never seen some shit like this before. It was just like, niggas is everywhere, niggas is running, niggas is, you know, on top tier, and, you know, niggas on the phones, niggas is over here. It's a jungle. Boom. So now, I go to my cell, they show me where my cell at. I'm like, damn, this is where I'm gonna have to be, cell small as shit. So this is a culture shock for me.
No phone. No
phone, no nothing. So, you know, I put my, you know, stuff on the fucking bed and shit like that. Boom. I went into the library. You know, I don't know nothing about jail. The type of move that I just did, I did some, like, you would have thought, like, I'm moving nasty. I'm moving like paperwork is no good. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving like a bitch ass nigga. I can't lie. Like, the first thing I did was go look at some books. So I'm gonna keep it real. So I go look at some books and shit. And 2 seconds later, I look at the doorway. There's a nigga right there, blocking the doorway. Ooh, where you from? In my head, I'm like, God damn, nigga.
Can I fart?
Already? I take a shit.
I can't even fart.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't take a shit.
So he's like, where you from? I'm like, Boston. He's like, Boston? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what part of Boston? I'm like, Dorchester. We're in Dorchester. I'm like, nigga, I ain't on no gang shit, nigga. Then he's like, oh, all right. Come to cell, whatever, whatever. I'm like, damn, this nigga's already inviting me to his cell. Like, this nigga's trying to get with me already. So I was kind of confused. But then, you know, I started to go back outside because I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on out here, meeting niggas or whatever. And even my cellie came up to me. He was like, yo, bro, man, like, you good? Your paperwork good? You moving kind of funny. So now I had to really be, you know, lead the cell. But I tried to sleep it off. Like, my first...
That's impossible.
Yeah, you try to sleep the time off. Like, my first 2 weeks, I tried to sleep it off, and that's just not working. And, you know, once I started to get into, like, the rhythm and know the politics and know how to move, and I started to catch a routine, and niggas wasn't letting me sleep no more because, you know, they're like, yo, when you go up the way, you can't do that. So, you know, shit started to get better. Mm-hmm. But I really got on my shit is when... shout out to my man too. The Cam niggas came down, and damn, I can't think of his name right now, but he had the illest Fed walk. He used to walk around the unit. Wheeze. He used to walk,
Weezy.
Yeah, he
shout
used to
out
walk.
Weezy.
Yo, he used to walk around the unit, chest out, this and that.
With the dreads.
With the dreads.
Yep.
Looking like the toughest nigga ever. I'm like, damn, I need to know how to walk. I need a tough walk. Like this nigga out here walking like.
You just over there lingering.
Yeah, I'm lingering. I gotta get my walk straight. I gotta get my posture right. You know what I'm saying? So now
you a dark skinned nigga, so you need to get it right.
Yeah, so now I'm like, I see what's going on. So now when after 2 weeks they moved me to a new unit now, because I was on the COVID block. Now they moved me to a new unit. So now I got the walk down pack. So now when I first get on the block, I'm lapping up. You would think I got smoke with niggas. You would think I'm from a hood. I'm doing a lap. My chest poked out. Pardon me. Got the pardon me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like I'm ready for bullshit. Like, I'm faking, but I'm ready for whatever. But I'm, you know, on it. Yeah, but I'm on that. I got the walk now. So now I know how to move. And it was cool. Like, it was a different experience or whatever like that. I met some good niggas in there. Shout out to my nigga Denzel from the Cape. I didn't even know Cape had any hoods out there.
Oh yeah, my DYS has a bunch of hood kids from the Cape.
Denzel, super official. You know, I was there with a few good men over there and shit like that in Wyatt. And I ended up leaving Wyatt. And then I went to the camp in Berlin. I got kicked out the camp. I got caught with a cell phone.
Would it be you if you didn't though?
Yeah. I got caught with a cell phone, and I did 3 months in the box. I caught another shot.
Ooh, how was the box though? That's 23-1.
Oh man, it was cold, so we couldn't even go outside. You in that cell. Box was different. Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
I heard it's a mental thing. It really like.
I lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's a mental thing. Like, it really fucks up your mind when you're doing 23 and 1.
It fucks up your mind. The food is garbage. In Berlin, the officers are so racist. Niggas was calling Berlin Russia. You got niggas who's in the medium because when you in the box, you know, you with everybody. And I was getting shipped out to go to another jail. And I spent 60 days back there. And then when I got charged me with the phone, I pleaded guilty. They hit me with another 60. So, you know, that's 120. But I end up leaving in 3 months. But that experience changed me, though. It was different. That box life is different. No phone, no nothing. I was getting letters. You know, that's what really held me down, you know? Like, those letters really, really helped me out, you know? Besides that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I went on a streak of no jerking off.
How?
When I first got there, I went on a streak of no jerking off, nothing like that. My first day in that box, I had to. I was stressed out.
But if you had no contact, no nothing, what were you jerking off to?
What do you mean? You jerking off to
Your
everything.
imagination?
You gotta understand. I wasn't jerking off, but you gotta understand. Yo, some of the best. Listen. Those wet dreams are so real in jail. I'm telling you, would have felt like you was in the pussy because it's all mental.
I've heard this before.
It's all mental. So like the first time I caught one while I was sleeping, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, nah, I didn't just do that. You just feel yourself. You're doing the Harlem Shake and shit. You get up in the middle of the night, you're like, what the fuck?
Come everywhere.
And you're like, damn, nigga.
Nasty work.
Nasty work. But I ain't gonna lie, after I caught the first one, I'm like, damn, I can't wait to go to sleep tomorrow. I can't wait to go to sleep tomorrow, you know? But, you know, like I said, once I learned, you know, how to move around, it was kind of easy. And then I went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn was Tetris. Brooklyn is different. Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn is where you get kind of like, what do they call it, categorized to where you're gonna
categorized.
Go?
Yeah, I went to Brooklyn twice. My first time to the camp, and now I'm moving from the camp. So now they're bringing me back to Brooklyn, reclassify me. Now I'm going to Connecticut. I'm going to the low. In Brooklyn, I was on the Mac Baller block. Nothing but, you know, gang bang in New York is different. New York is a different environment.
I've heard.
I met mad niggas around the way. I spoke to
I want to say, did you meet anybody there?
Oh, okay, Cal. Free Cal. I was with one of his mans in there, Hammer. That was my celly for a little bit. And he'll ask you about the walk, because when he was on the bus, he comes on the bus and he's being him. He's talking about where he's from and stuff like that. And there was only like two Boston niggas on the bus on the way to Brooklyn. And then I'm hearing them talk. And
who it was, Hammer and you?
Hammer and me and some
Hammer's a Brockton nigga.
He is a Brockton nigga, but you know,
Massachusetts.
But you know what he be, you know, saying where he's from and shit like that. Yeah. So, but he was screaming Boston or whatever. So, you know, I got the walk down pack. I already been in for like, you know, already
damn near
like
a year.
like 6 months already. So now he's talking on this ball. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga in the back? So I pull up on him in the back. I'm like, yo, you from Boston? I'm such and such. He thought like I was trying to get it in with him. But you say you from Boston, I gotta know who you are and what's up. So, you know, he became my celly and we chopped it up. You know, I spoke to Cal. You know, he's doing well. When I left, Fredo was in Berlin. I met a lot of good niggas, man. And when I got to CT, I met my man Pudge. We ended up linking up from Stadium.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Pudge.
Shout out to Pudge. He held me down.
Cool.
He had my bag ready, mass niggas. And that's one thing about, I never been so proud to be from Boston until I hit the feds. Because the way mass niggas move is different. Niggas on paperwork. Niggas ain't playing none of that. Like, you know, even Pudge, that's my man. Yo, you gotta have your word. Like, damn, nigga, like you
don't trust me, bro?
You gotta have your word. It's not even me. You know, it was a CV nigga who was really running the car at the time. So there was.
Did you have to sit at a different car?
Nah. So once I came.
Because I heard like sometimes it'd be like race wise.
Well, when I was in camp, it was a little bit more race, but niggas in the camp ain't on shit.
Yeah.
Camp is like a bunch of no good niggas in there, whatever.
I heard it's like Boy Scouts.
Yeah, Boy Scouts. Camp's ain't about nothing.
Okay.
But once I got to the low, you got a lot of niggas who done dropped down, a lot of niggas who done made it from the medium and higher up there. So they run that a little bit more with structure, and shit pop off. So when I was there, it was a lot of structure. So it was mass. It was mass to nothing, you know, and that's what it was. Like, you know, I'm from Boston. And I stood on that. So whatever, any issue we had or whatever the case may be, I was with it. But shout out to Bag, shout out to my nigga Snacks. Snacks held me down too, because when I hit the block, had some New York niggas talking about, you know, I'm in the TV room. There's a 60-day rule. You can't be in the TV room till your paperwork comes.
Oh wow. And
I'm like, damn, nigga, relax. Snacks like, nigga, you know, Mass niggas is on, Boston niggas is on, and he's one of them. He's from Boston, so he never say Mass. He's always gonna say Boston. He's like, nigga, we check our own shit, nigga, we good. Da da da. So he held me down. That was my man. I fucked with him tough. My man Bags, tough. A lot of good niggas I really fucked with in there and shit like that. Maine from Brockton. There was a lot of good niggas, man. I met a lot of few niggas. A lot of bird niggas too. A lot of bird niggas.
That comes with the jungle.
Yeah, there's a lot of bird. A
lot of different animals.
More birds and real niggas. But you know, it was an experience. But,
so
you know,
can I ask you something? Because you how my podcast
you can ask me whatever.
Before you went to jail, you know, you used to say you have boring sex, you have broke nigga dick.
Yeah,
it was
actually broke nigga dick is a good thing.
Oh,
you know, so broke nigga dick is something that's, you know, when you're struggling, when you need a place to stay, when you need your phone bill paid, like,
you gonna bust it down.
You gonna bust it down. Like the old me, when I lived on Lucerne, that was me, broke nigga dick all day. But once you start, you know, getting a little bit more comfortable, you get a little bit more.
All right,
lazy.
So since you was comfortable before you went to jail,
yeah,
you was giving out dick that wasn't up to par.
Now dick is back to broke.
Okay.
Broke nigga dick is back in effect.
But while you was in jail, did you start to like discover new pleasures? And I don't even talking about like on no gay shit, but with women.
Nah, I'm just saying I read sex books.
Okay.
So you gotta understand when you in jail.
Because like I had a nigga who like I knew him very well, and when he went in, he wasn't into too much. Yeah. He came out, he's asking bitches to eat his ass.
Okay, if you asking me that, never that.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Are you into like
I'm talking
new
about, I learned
kinky
how,
shit?
No, not kinky. I'm into like new regular shit. Like I learned how to eat pussy properly in jail by reading a book. You know what I'm saying? Like bitches was faking. Like bitches acting like, oh, that shit. Nah.
Cause they like you.
Nah, yeah, I know they faking. They lied to me because I read the book.
You.
I read the book. Everything in that book, everything they said in that book, a lot of that shit I never did. So I'm really learning. I'm learning the pussy, the anatomy of the pussy, and
the clitoris,
the
G-spot,
the hood, the G-spot, the ceiling. You know, the lips. I don't want to get in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get my
because
bag.
a lot of Zoe niggas, there's not a lot of Zoe niggas that really be into that. So you might just be paving the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying every nigga in jail, niggas is reading million books.
Yeah.
So once I read 2 books. A book on lesbian lovers. You know, they're gonna teach you how to please a female. It's 100%. The lesbians. So I learned a lot of tricks from that, and and how to eat pussy properly. You know, how to use the fingers. Just like, I was a jammer. You know what I'm saying?
You were a jammer?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Like, no, I was out of pocket. I was out of pocket.
What the fuck is a jammer, bro?
Yeah, I was out of pocket. You know, you trying to use your fingers like it's a dick or a dildo and shit like that.
I like that.
Nah, but once I learned
while you're eating the pussy to finger me, I like that.
One thing I learned is you got to be sensual. You're from a hard place. You have a tough past. You're from Brockton.
North side.
So I know you like pain. You like to endure pain, and that makes you feel good.
I do. But I told my man the other day.
One thing I learned was patience and how to be sensual, and how to work your fingers, how to work your hands, and how to tease and how to foreplay. I'm giving out too much, but jail helped the nigga out a little bit, man.
And one of my last questions for you about jail was, were a lot of loyalties tested in your corner? Like niggas you was cool with, females you was cool with, Like Jay-Z said, when the money goes, will the honey stay?
Oh, the honey stay. The people that that was gonna be there stayed. Mm-hmm. But people just started weeding themselves out and shit like that. So how that go. So I don't know. Jail teaches you a lot. It lets you know who's really fucking with you, who's really there for you. Because you can't do nothing for nobody. This is the time where people got to be supportive and they got to be in your corner and they got to come visit you and they got to, pick up your call and, stuff like that. I never tried a phone bid, so I really wasn't on the phone.
Yeah, you didn't because you barely called me.
Yeah, I wasn't really on the phone
even
like
when
that.
You would call, I'll be like, oh, fuck. This nigga's calling me, answer.
I never really phone bid like that, even though I had a cell phone. I barely was really on it. Like, and...
You was on Pornhub.
Nah, I told you. Remember I told you I was on a jerking off spree. I was
you were. So when you had the phone, you didn't touch Pornhub at all?
Didn't go on porn. Listen, I'll tell you a story, right? When I got to Brooklyn, I'm not going to say his name, but it's a friend of ours. Mm-hmm. And I meet him and Wyatt. We go to Brooklyn together. In Brooklyn, it's $100 an hour for the phone on the block that I was on. So this, we building. He's telling me about his family, his daughter, how he haven't spoken to her in a minute and stuff like that. So when I get the phone, I pass it to my man, and I'm looking out. He got the covers up, and I'm thinking he's talking to his family and stuff like that. But I'm not hearing him talk to nobody. So I'm like, yo, bro, you good? He's like, yeah.
He good with a wood.
That nigga's watching porn. He's not doing nothing crazy, but he's just watching porn. And I'm just like, bro, you just sat here and told me about your daughter for 2 hours. Call your family. I looked at him. I was like, nigga, call your family, my nigga. So took the phone back. It's $100 an hour, my nigga. Like, you bugging out. But, when niggas haven't seen pussy in a while, that's the first thing niggas is going to go to. So
some coochie.
Especially he was already down for like 4. So
what would you look up?
Me, I wasn't really like. I try to detach myself from outside so much because I just wanted to focus on the bid. So I wasn't going on social media like that. I wasn't really checking for anything.
But I saw your Fett pictures though.
Yeah,
you made sure that chest was poking. All you crossed.
I told you I got the posture.
You had
everything.
The jail pose.
You would have thought I was in there for 10 years.
No shade.
No, listen, the way
I would have thought you was trafficking dope.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Wait, when I told you I got the walk down pack, niggas is like, oh damn, that nigga caught like 2 smacks, or that nigga definitely got a crazy case. Rico,
no, baby,
like,
blue collar.
Yo, so niggas don't know the way I'm moving and shit like that, and niggas just think I've been down already. That's how comfortable I was walking around, but. But when I was like, yeah, I got a white collar crime, niggas was like, damn, I'm surprised.
Look,
nigga.
Blue collar. I don't know nothing.
It's not your fault. You good. You good.
I'm just used to traffickers.
You good. But like I said, man, all I can say is the Mass as a state, Boston as a city, and the feds, man, we right. We're right. Niggas move real,
militant.
Real militant, real good. Niggas is on paperwork.
And real united.
Real united.
That's one thing I like.
Paperwork.
Like every time I have heard from folks in the feds that are from Massachusetts, they be like, yo, when I see certain people upstate, like it's all love. If you're from Mass, niggas welcome you in. Your paperwork's
the state
good.
Is very different from the feds.
I mean, not the state, in the feds. Yeah. The state's definitely different because a lot of niggas have a time to come home within the next 5 to 10 years.
Niggas on
when you go to the
time.
feds, niggas is getting football numbers.
Yeah.
So you really got to make that your home.
Yeah.
Because you're not seeing anything or finding anything for another 17 to 20 years. Some folks. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm just glad you're home. Yeah, I'm glad you're taking that experience and just talking about it.
It definitely changes you for the better, and it gives you perspective, and you have time to sit down and think, discipline, routine, and like you said, you get to see who's really in your corner and who's in your life and who really means something. And you realize a lot of things don't matter. Things that you thought mattered or had value really don't. Especially when you're in there and you have no access to it. So, it definitely changes your whole mindset and your perspective on things. So, so I learned from it, and I'm growing from it still.
So, with that being wrapped up, we're in some spooky times right now.
Let's talk about it.
We are in some very spooky times, and I want to pick your brain about some current events that's been going on, because you've been behind the wall.
Yep.
So you done seen some shit, you done heard some shit, and now you're back out here.
Yeah.
And shit's still going on. You know what I mean? So between the election,
shit change a lot, man.
Going on right now, and between like the standards for the perfect relationship or what a relationship should be, I think we should get into some current events.
Yes, we have to talk about where we are today, as far as just like pre pandemic, post pandemic. Shit's so different. Like coming home, like you see how the movies when you come home, niggas got the chain and the shoe box ready for you
in the Rolls Royce.
You know what everybody told me? Yeah, nigga, you came home at a bad time. Niggas is fucked up.
Yeah,
niggas is fucked up out here. So shit's not the same. And this is the best opportunity though. This is the best opportunities. I'm talking to you, my guys out there, my kings out there. This is the best opportunity to knock some of these women down.
Oh,
not the peon. No, I'm talking some real shit right now. Listen, the stock is low. What it costs for milk and gas, that's all it takes to knock down a baddie right now. If you're able to provide right now, if you're able to do a little something right now, you will be valued. All my guys who's working, there's no different from a guy who's 9 to 5 from a dude who's trapping.
Selling drugs, yep.
As long as you're able to do a little something, help her out a little bit, you will be appreciated. Those Cash App days is over. Them Zelle days is over. We might have a few dudes doing that, but a lot of women ain't catching those type of fish. So the opportunity for men right now to knock down some baddies is the perfect opportunity. You got to take advantage of the financial landscape right now. This is the best market for pussy.
If you have kids, I mean,
if you have kids,
she has kids,
listen, if she,
because a bitch like me, I don't give a rat's ass. You better pull up with something.
Listen, if she has
my rental damn near $1,000 a fucking month. You better come with something.
If she has kids, the market is even cheaper. The more kids she has, the more she'll accept from you.
Yeah, groceries.
So the groceries right now, you able to like listen.
The lanterns at Franklin Park Zoo.
You send her $200, you be like, yo, man, this is just for groceries. You popping that.
Anal.
You popping. you're popping that. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of times where we at right now where it's bad. And if you got a little something, you got some bread right now, especially if you a dude got some chicken to throw around, this is the best time for you to play. You know, and I'm talking about bad joints. I'm talking about the joints that had the BBL, but now they humbled. You know, I'm talking about. Oh, you humbled?
I'm humbled.
You,
I can't lie. I done been to where niggas is telling me like, yeah, you gotta be BBL, but like, you gotta remember like, what else do you got to offer? And I had to think. I was like,
damn, they was coming at you like that?
Yeah, I was like, damn, what do I have to offer?
You know what was better than a BBL body though? A COVID body. You ever seen a bitch after she caught COVID? After she just lost 15, sweated it out.
Touche.
Came back outside, body snatch. Like, bitches was catching COVID on purpose.
Me too, again.
They was catching COVID on purpose.
I remember being around niggas with COVID like, that shit ain't
just
dead.
to lose a quick 15, then go get the BBL. And then go get the BBL.
But I heard BBLs ain't even in no more.
It's not. It's really not. It's not because it's not in. Nobody got money.
Everybody got them.
Everybody got them, and nobody got money to really, go get that, go get it done or go for a round 3 or whatever like that.
Yeah. It is true, because I did a round 1, and then when round 2 came, I was like, this is a lot of bread. You gotta think about it, too.
During COVID, you had females was wearing a mask, so you had girls catching the COVID, losing that weight. You had girls with BBLs. The mask is on. Everybody looked great with a mask on. You in that grocery store.
You just got the nice lashes in the eyes.
Oh my, the talent during COVID, unbelievable.
It was nasty work.
It was unbelievable. Great times.
So who are you voting for?
Man, honestly, I don't even think I can vote. But
you're right. I don't think you can vote either.
But if I did have a vote, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't be for Trump. I'm definitely not voting for Trump at all. Not one bit.
I agree.
And this election is very important. And I'm not going to advocate for people not to vote, especially if you have the right to vote and you can vote, you should vote. But Trump is divisive, and he already proved what type of person he is, with his rhetoric and just how he divides the country, and you see what he's saying about Haitians, cats and dogs, and it's funny, like you saying that at a time where we came a long way. I remember the cats and dog jokes from females back in the day.
HBO.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm gonna start saying females. I'm gonna start saying dom. You know, I'm growing. I'm working on myself.
Yeah.
The B word, I gotta eliminate that. So I'm either gonna say dom in Creole or I'm gonna say females. But you gotta understand, like right now we live in some wicked times, and for him to say stuff like that about Haitian, you know, eating cats and dogs, which was false. It was fake news. It wasn't true.
It was false.
And I don't know, man. It's the same. It's the same slogan with him. It's the same campaign. It's full of
Make America Great Again when it was never great.
Ignorance. It's ignorance. It's just ignorance. Who are you voting for?
No one. It's just like me personally. It's just like I'm not a political person. I don't really give a rat's ass. Like, regardless who's the president or who's not the president, like, what is niggas doing for me?
I feel you. But you don't feel that
because the president doesn't really make all the choices. No, they don't really make all the choices. It's our state. We live in Massachusetts. If shit want to go right for Massachusetts, shit's going to go right for Massachusetts. If it don't, it won't. Yeah, the president might have to sign off on certain shit, but what am I really voting for? You wouldn't
want a woman to be president? Do you think a female can run this country?
I think a female can run this country.
You believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
I'd love to see it. You know, I'd love to see it. Anything,
do you think so?
If Donald Trump can run the country, who can't run the country?
Exactly. A Chihuahua can.
Exactly. So I'm definitely for change. And I feel like I'm not a Biden fan either. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, super Democrat and stuff like that. I wasn't too happy about what Biden did during his term. So I definitely feel like we need some type of change, some new energy, but I just don't want it to be Trump. You know, I think he puts out a lot of hate out there. Yeah, and I can't jack that. So, and another thing about Trump, a lot of people is giving Trump credit for FSA, stimulus checks, and even dudes in the feds who's now they give you 15 days a month off your sentence.
That's been going on.
That's Obama's work.
Yeah, I would say
everybody
that's been
think
going
that's
on.
Trump's work. It's not. Even the economy that Trump had, that was Obama's economy. So, you know, Trump likes to take credit for things that he doesn't do
because he talks to a bunch of dummies.
So
the people that hate so much usually be dummies. Like, that's just what it is. But
make sure y'all go out there and vote though. And your vote
I
does
advise
count.
people to vote too. Me personally, it's not at the top of my list.
Yeah, this election's important.
This election is kind of crazy. And speaking of Trump, I want to kind of dive into the Diddy case.
And that's another thing about Trump. You talking about a guy who's been indicted, a guy who has a bunch of felony charges.
Was at the Epstein Island.
All that, and he's still able to run for president. So when you're white and you're privileged, there's things that you're able to do and the opportunities that you still have that doesn't get taken away from you. He's still able to run for president. P. Diddy can't even get bail.
Do you think he deserves bail?
Of course he deserves bail.
Why?
Well,
I mean, after the way he beat Cassie's ass in that hotel hallway, I don't know.
All right, those are two separate issues.
How?
Right? Because that has really nothing to do with his case and what he's being charged with. He's being charged with sex trafficking, right?
Which he was trafficking Cassie.
Hold on. Let's slow down. Let's unpack this. And the Cassie situation is an unfortunate situation, right? And it happened. And it happened a while ago. I think 2016. It took place 2016 or 2018.
When he was trafficking Cassie?
No, I'm just saying the incident in the hotel room when he was beating Cassie.
Probably a little bit later.
I don't think so. I think it happened like 2016 or 18. All right. That is a whole separate issue. We can't take the Cassie issue and pile it on with the indictments that he has now. Those are two separate issues. So one thing about Diddy, I feel like he's innocent until it's been proven that he's guilty. And he definitely deserves bail, especially the stuff that they put out there. He's going to put up $50 million. He's going to give up his passport. His mom's going to give up his passport. The kids are going to give up the passport. He's going to be on house arrest. There's a lot of stipulations. So The guy's putting up $50 million. I don't think the guy's going anywhere. You know, why not give him bail?
Because he ran away before.
He never ran away. He never ran away. And the day that they caught P. Diddy getting on the jet, he never ran. He never went anywhere. And he was never arrested that day. That day he was not arrested. He didn't get arrested that day. Only the mule kid got arrested. The white boy that used to play basketball at Syracuse. He's the only person who got arrested. So all this Diddy shit is kind of corny to me. All these Diddy jokes and no Diddy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lame. I done said some Diddy jokes my damn self, so I'm corny too. But that's just corny. And a lot of niggas is out here saying no Diddy, and y'all niggas letting dimes lick your ass.
What does that mean?
You can't be out here saying no Diddy and you letting women play with your butt.
I think
that doesn't make sense. You're contradicting yourself.
Just because you get your ass licked doesn't mean you want a dick in your ass.
See, you're an advocate for that because you do that. So you think
who said I do that?
You don't lick ass. So guys who participate in those type of behaviors, right? Questionable behaviors. That's dealing with.
Why is it questionable for girls doing it to you?
I don't think because of what gender is doing it doesn't mean that it's not questionable. Just because it's a female doing it, it's a questionable area. It's an area that a guy shouldn't even be indulging in. So once you start participating in those sexual behaviors and you out here screaming no Diddy for laughs, you a lame. You know where you got your legs up in the air, Lamborghini
They don't
style,
gotta have their legs up in the air.
Whether they sideways or on their stomach, whatever the case may be. I don't know how you position yourself in such a vulnerable position, and then you out here saying no Diddy. That doesn't make sense. I don't respect it.
Maybe you have to try it before you judge it. I don't respect it.
But Diddy does deserve bail, and we could talk about the whole Cassie situation.
Yeah, I don't think he deserves bail, though.
Don't you think Cassie made some poor choices?
She did.
What poor choices you think Cassie made?
I mean, we talked about it. Her dating Ryan Leslie and leaving Ryan Leslie to get with Diddy, knowing the type of nigga.
Hold on. You gotta slow. You speeding up the process. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Ryan Leslie. Let's talk about.
So, because when women make poor choices, that means I should get beat on, abused, and trafficked.
See, don't do that. I never said that. She doesn't deserve that. No female deserves to get their hands put on them. No female should ever experience domestic violence or assault from any man. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about the choices that women, make. And there got to be some type of accountability for their poor choices. She left a guy like Ryan Leslie. This is a good guy. This guy looks like he goes to Guilt every Fridays and Saturdays. He got the pointy shoes on. He looks like
Chelsea boots.
Chelsea boots on. He looked like them type of guys with the clear nail polish on his feet, with the open toe sandals, with the bell bottom jeans, walking around holding his girl's hand, being very protective. Look like he can be one of your cousins with. He
got no money though.
Ryan Leslie's not broke.
He's not broke, but he's not Diddy.
Hold on. But when he met Cassie at the time, he was financially stable. Right? He was in the industry. He was making a living. And you have to understand this. Right? He's the reason why she got to deal with Diddy anyway. And our hardest records are with Ryan Leslie.
Yeah, he wrote Me and You.
Okay, so you left that situation, right? My guy, Ryan Leslie, who looks like he could be your cousin, like he's from Bravo or something like that. Mm-hmm. He took over there to be with Diddy, and then she just left the man stinking. Now she's with Diddy, and she chose the lifestyle. She chose success. She chose money. She chose power, and she made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, so, okay, that's where we can agree.
All right. So I'm just saying women got to be accountable for their decisions on what type of men that they choose to be with. And there's certain outcomes. You could choose
to be with the devil, but it's like...
Come on, if you dance with the devil, you're going to end up with 2 left feet. And that's just how the game go. If you're dealing with a certain type of dude in the streets and he's out here, he goes to jail, I don't want to hear you crying or this, that, and the third. Dudes are breaking in your house or dudes are shooting at you. You're finding GPS, in your car and stuff like that. This is what comes with the territory when you date certain type of men who are into certain type of stuff. and she dated Diddy, who was into a lot of shit. So I don't understand. She stayed with him for 10 years. Where's her accountability?
I don't think it's about accountability anymore. I feel like at a point in time, she was
saying.
very in love with Diddy. And she just didn't know that it would trickle into what it trickled into.
There was no red flags? There was no red flags? Again, I'm not saying that she deserved to be physically harmed. I'm not saying she deserved to be a sex worker. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying the decision that she made to be with Diddy. Everybody in the industry knew there was rumors about Diddy.
Yeah.
And what type of guy he was.
But they were all still at the party, too.
Yeah, but I'm saying she had to see things within Diddy to be like, yo, this guy is not a good guy.
Okay. So since you feel that way about that relationship, Cardi...
And with the Diddy situation, not to, you know, cut you off to move on from the Diddy situation. Another thing we got to understand with the Diddy situation is this. And I got an issue with the culture because if it seems like we're obsessed with the fall of our black men. When our black men fall, we laugh, we make jokes, we make memes, and it seems like people have more sympathy for R. Kelly, a pedophile, than they do for P. Diddy. P. Diddy never.
Well, R. Kelly was a low-key victim himself.
That's another topic I'm not going to touch, but I'm saying people have more sympathy for R. Kelly than they do for Diddy, who never been charged with having sex with minors. So that's one thing. Two, Diddy situation right now, he's getting exposed for his lifestyle because he tried to sue Diego
for the liquor.
The liquor, right? So let's give Diddy his props. First of all, Diddy's a brilliant man, right? Diddy was a billionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire today. You know how much billionaires there are in America?
No.
How many? Not how many billionaires there are. How many black billionaires there are in America?
How many?
There's less than 10.
Okay.
And Diddy was one of them. Mm-hmm. You know how many white billionaires there are?
A bunch.
600. There's 600 white billionaires. We have less than 10 black billionaires. So Diddy played a pivotal role in the black culture, period. So they knocked him off because, one, he tried to sue Diego, which is a big financial institution, and he was with Ciroc, built that brand up, a brand that was negative $40 million annually. He brought that up to $400 revenue. This is what Diddy. Everybody was on Coca Loso.
I was on Peach Ciroc.
So let's not forget what he did.
Peach Ciroc, definitely.
You know what he did and how he disrupts everything he does, whether it's fashion, whether it's the music industry, whether it's spirit liquor, whatever it is. When Diddy gets involved with things, he makes it pop. He makes it, people want it. He gives it attention. So let's not knock Diddy and act like Diddy's not a genius and not a great businessman. So I feel like that move right there, him suing that company, and he sued him in 2023. They actually settled in 2024 with him, and they cut the check. And after that, everything came out. He started to get exposed. I felt like Diddy dealt with the wrong people.
So it's a bunch of Illuminati type shit.
Not only that, is if you look into Diddy has a huge tattoo on his back. And he actually has like a Haitian voodoo goddess on his back.
The one with the baby in her hand?
Yes. He has that tattoo, and he also has her child as part of his portrait on his back. Yeah. And her name is, I believe it's Azel Dantor. And she's a voodoo goddess. And she's all about protecting women and children. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this is kind of Diddy's karma.
Okay.
If you're into the evil spirits, I don't believe in it. I grew up Seventh-day Adventist. I'm a child of God. I don't believe in none of that. But there are evil spirits out there. So maybe this is Diddy's karma coming back to haunt him, and this is how it goes. But it was interesting when I seen Diddy with that voodoo goddess tattoo on his back, and now he got all these sexual allegations. So that could be part of it. There's a lot of things going on with Diddy.
I mean, it becomes a rabbit hole with Diddy.
Yeah. How do you feel about Diddy though? Do you feel like he should have been bailed? I know you was ready to move on, but
yeah, no,
it's free Diddy for me, man. It's free Diddy.
Yeah, I don't care about Diddy. He did what he did. I'm very like.
Now everybody wants Jay-Z to be
I'm very
next
against
and
domestic violence. After I seen the video of him whooping Cassie's ass in front of that elevator, I was very like, you know, do your thing, lock him up, like figure it the fuck out.
So you think he needs to be in jail for, you know, a domestic violent dispute that happened that we seen one time? Not saying it was right.
That wasn't a dispute. That was abuse.
It was abuse.
That wasn't a dispute.
Diddy needs help. Diddy needs help. Do you think he needs to spend 10 years in jail because of that?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't do nothing violent, but you still did 2 years.
Yeah, I did. I disagree.
Like, not stole, but you did your thing with some brancos. This man dragged Cassie out of a hotel room, abruptly beat her ass in front of. And granted, any choices she makes.
I'm not trying to defend Diddy's actions.
I know, I get it, but at the end of the day, no, I don't think he should be out. I really think he be on some shit. From Justin Bieber to other people who have been around Diddy, Usher, and just felt uncomfortable around him. Like, you're weird. You need to sit down and think about your actions. He always has the easy way out because he's a billionaire. No, why am I doing air quotes? He is a billionaire. He always gets the easy way out. So no, nigga, sit in jail.
I just want them
and figure it out.
I just want everyone to hold Diddy accountable, right? Just like they hold these white dudes accountable. Hold them with the same accountability. I feel like the accountability.
Them niggas just off they self. Epstein couldn't do what he had to do because he died.
All right.
Like,
if that's your opinion.
Yeah. Trump is just, I don't know. His time might be coming too. It's just a matter of time.
Trump's out here paying porn stars and doing whatever he wants, and he's still able to run for president. So, hey, it is what it is.
But whatever, fuck it. Cardi B and Offset.
Wow.
Matter of fact, can I get a shot for that? Because I don't fuck this shit up. Can I get a shot for that?
Yo, Cardi B.
Because you know I'm a Cardi B fan.
Cardi B out here. Cardi B different. Cardi B's different.
Why is she different?
One thing about Cardi B and one thing about Offset and Cardi B is this. It's toxic and there's nothing like revenge throat.
Revenge what?
Throat. And I feel like she's after revenge. She's on this nigga's bumper and she's ready to fuck and suck whoever is in her way just to get back at Offset. The homie Diggs already, you know, Diggs already got through on it.
How you know that?
It's public information.
Is it? Because I looked it up and Cardi B said it was a lie.
I don't believe it. I think Stephon Diggs really hit it.
I need a sex tape to prove that.
Well, okay, whether it's him, we know somebody was hitting that. That's a fact. We know somebody was hitting that, and she admitted to stepping out and doing her because he done did him so many times.
I mean, what did you expect?
And he went through her phone. I'm not... Listen, the game is the game. It is what it is. But I'm just saying for Offset, I actually feel bad for him because now the pain ain't the same.
What do you mean? So Offset can go chill with a bitch on his birthday that I done already fucked up, right? And then hoes is pressing charges and you just with this bitch in the club?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that the pain is not the same. I'm saying for Offset, his karma right now is really gonna hurt him. Like when a dude go do him, he's just doing him. He's not really thinking about it. But when she goes out there and steps on him, it's gonna hurt him way more. Like he's gonna feel it.
As it should.
He's gonna feel it. I can't defend Offset because Offset is sloppy. Offset, like, he's always getting caught with mad different doms. Every week, Offset is apologizing, buying flowers, chasing Cardi B down.
Making posts.
I don't respect Offset on how he moves because it's not player. You know, like, you're not supposed to be getting caught the way you getting caught. Like, to me,
but he does.
Yeah, he's bad. Like, he's bad at it. Like, Offset, to me, I think he just wants to get caught. Ain't no way you're that sloppy and messy.
You want to hear my theory? I think he got with Cardi B because he knew she was going to blow. He knew she was going to blow, and not to mention she was probably a good fuck. So he started fucking Cardi B.
She gets lit.
Yeah. So he knew Cardi B gets licked. She's a bitch. a female from the Bronx that gets to it. So why not fuck with Cardi B? She's coming up. She did her thing.
Yeah, it was a good move.
And the Migos was declining. The Migos was declining.
It was a good move.
So at the end of the day, he got with Cardi B for a reason.
And unfortunately, he'll never meet a person like Cardi B again.
He won't.
You know, he'll never meet a dom in that type of status again. So he can mess with as much IG models he wants to, but...
And then you went to go fuck with 6ix9ine's bitch.
Yeah, he was doing bad. You know, Offset's doing bad, man.
Because what, she look good? Not even the rat wants her. But you do?
It is what it is. But now it's revenge. She's on revenge tour, and it's, you know, he's going to feel it, you know. But he got to tighten up, man. It is what it is in that situation. I think I don't know if they'll ever be back again. I don't see it, but, you know, it is what it is.
I don't care if they go back. Cardi B, do you? Fuck Diggs. Tatum, Brown, fuck anybody, everybody, whoever you want to fuck. Do your thing, shorty, as long as the bad is coming through.
Yeah, she's outside.
I don't give a rat's ass. Offset, you had
outside.
your time, you had your chance, you blew it. So we're gonna wrap up a couple topics with current events. Do you want to do some trials, or you want to do your opinion on podcasts? I'll let you choose.
We could do some trials.
Some trials. Okay, so we'll start with the YSL trial.
Okay.
So the YSL trial is pretty popping right now because that's probably one of the longest trials I've ever seen.
Free Thugger.
Yeah, free Young Thug. Free Young Thug. I totally agree with that. Do you consider Gunna a rat?
The fact that we even have to ask that question.
I mean, we do, because there's people on socials who don't consider him a rat.
Well, you gotta understand, like, we live in different times. Like, there's such like a blurred line when it comes to like what's ratting and stuff like that. I really don't care about this whole rat shit because that shit is corny. Because niggas are still gonna fuck with you, doms are still gonna fuck you. It really doesn't matter whether you're a rat or not. That shit is just corny because niggas is rats. These dudes are playing the streets, but these niggas be telling. I'm telling you that from the toughest guy in the world, whatever the case may be, these dudes are telling. People want to come home, but when they come home, they still celebrated. I don't get it. Like, this guy took an Alfred plea. Everybody takes pleas. So I'm not going to say he's a rat on that standpoint, but he did tell, because when he was in that courtroom, live footage, and they asked him certain questions about YSL. This is where he messed up at. He should have said, if that wasn't part of his plea agreement, maybe they threw him a curveball and he wasn't expecting certain questions to be asked, and he fell for it. He was supposed to be like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about this. Is YSL a gang? Yes, YSL is a gang. Did you ever witness criminal activities from YSL members? Yes. Is YSL a label in a gang? Yes. When you got pulled over with Jeffrey and we found drugs and a gun in the car, those things wasn't yours, right? That wasn't your gun. That wasn't your drugs. Yes. So to me, you told. You're no good. And I don't care if Jeffrey, Young Thug, told him, hey, go do that. Like, I'm giving you the green light. Go tell. You don't got nothing to do with nothing. No. It doesn't work like that. Once you make that choice, it's not up to Young Thug to say whether he's a rat or not. No. That's not up to him. He's not the judge. It doesn't end with what Young Thug says. No.
But how isn't it though? What if Gunna was really a square? He just got down with YSL
it
for the
doesn't matter.
music.
You can be a square and you told, and that's just what it is. You got to understand, these niggas been trained to rap. These niggas been telling for a long time. And one thing I realized too, the BPS system been training niggas to tell since elementary school, middle school. A lot of these street niggas been telling, and it all starts in the Boston public school system. And I seen it with my own eyes. When the principal was calling niggas out the class, and they're like,
dumb.
they're like, yo, hey, you know, they calling each individual out, and they're asking, yo, did Lil John do this? Did Lil John, you know, have a knife? And the principal's always able to figure it out. And you always seen that, you know, Lil Ty from this side street, always in the principal office, eating pizza, pepperoni pizza, Coca-Cola,
ice cream
Sundays, and shit like that. He's always getting called to the office, fourth period, and you thinking he's in there for some shit, but no, he's working. He's already been programmed to work from elementary to middle school. So when he gets back on the block and he gets a little bit older, When the boys get him, he's already comfortable. He's been telling these niggas, it's in their blood. They been telling these niggas ain't built like that. So to me, a guy like Gunna, you see your brother fighting for his life. Young Thug is fighting for his life. And he took the easy way out. Look at him. The guy is a motivational speaker. He's a health coach. He's a life coach. He's a fashion model, a fashion icon. Gunna's living his best life while his man's fighting for his life.
Me personally, I feel like he's
a rat.
All right. Well, 1090 Jake, my resource.
Okay, go. You think he's not a rat?
My resource. I don't think he's like a rat because it's like, bro, you know who I think is a rat? Woody. I think Woody
he's Stone Cold rat.
Yeah, I think Woody's the reason why this whole case even happened. Everything I've been researching, it's they get Woody, they put Woody in a fucking room, and Woody blames everything on Thug.
Absolutely.
So that what became the crumble of YSL, and then he hits the stand and he tries to plead the fifth. Like, no, that's not.
He was still told on the stand sometimes. Some things he couldn't
here
avoid.
And there.
Yeah.
But still, it's like.
But look at Woody though. Look at
and nothing that Gunna said can be used in court.
Okay. And
I'm just saying.
Okay. So there's two things here, right? Two separate. We got YSL, Woody, and we got Gunna, right? Gunna took his Alfred plea, right? He's pleading guilty, but he's still remaining the fact that he's innocent. That's his Alfred plea because he knows if he goes to trial, they got sufficient evidence enough where he's going to do time. Whatever. He took that plea deal. A lot of people feel like he didn't tell because a lot of people took that same deal. But to see him in the courtroom and say yes to the certain things that he said yes to, it's telling. It's on paperwork. These are grand jury. These are grand jury minutes that he said in court. This is all documented. So when you look at his grand jury minutes, it's gonna say, "Is YSL a gang?" He's gonna say yes. "Is that your gun?" No. Who gun is it? It's you. It's you and Jeffrey in the car. Who gun is it?
So I get it from that perspective.
So that's one. YSL, Woody, look at him. He's famous now. He doesn't care. The guy's doing 21st verse ones every other week. The guy's making money. YSL Woody has seen more money in his life than he ever seen before by becoming a rap.
So you definitely think we're in a new time where they're idolizing rats and the moral has been out the window.
Yeah, it doesn't. That rat shit's corny. You gotta understand. You gonna go around calling a nigga a rat. That same nigga's gonna blow your head off.
Yeah.
Just because he's a rat doesn't mean he's a bitch.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't even involve yourself into those politics of who's a rat and who's not a rat. Just make sure you're good. But that shit's just corny because the wrong people are giving the people the wrong answers about what is and what's not. So I just stay out of it, man. That shit, just make sure you're good and deal with people that you know is good. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not getting involved in who's a rat, who's not a rat, because everybody has different opinions on what is and what's not. The line's too blurred. Like, how can you even debate something that's supposed to be black and white?
No, you got a point. You
that's
really
how I
do.
feel about it. That's just corny.
So, what about the Young Dolph case? Because that was messy.
R.I.P. Dolph. R.I.P.
Because Dolph was a real one.
Man,
Dolph was a real one. I used to fuck with Dolph's music, but the way he went out was kind of crazy. Until you put me onto Game, I didn't really pay attention to the case. But once I started like looking at the case, I was like, damn. I was like, yo, they did this nigga kind of dirty. Like 100 bands on the head, and then you only get paid $800.
That was nasty work.
That's nuts.
That was nasty work. And
that's nuts.
That just shows
y'all really found an ecstasy fiend from Memphis to take this nigga out.
That just shows you the price, you know, how they value a black life, how we value a black life, right? $800, we gonna catch this smack, risk our life, and we gonna make an excuse for it and say it's our daughter's birthday and we trying to give her the best birthday party. What birthday party can you really throw for $800? That's really gonna be the best.
And it wasn't even $800 up front. It was in increments.
I didn't know that.
It was in increments. Like a nigga will pull up with 200 here, 300 here, 500 there.
That was nasty. But we gotta understand this though. The shit was real. They was beefing for real. PRE and CMG was beefing for real. That Yo Gotti and Young Dolph situation was a real situation. So when we sitting here rapping these songs and Young Dolph is,
I mean, after 100 shots, we should have known it was real.
Yeah, and what he said about Big Jukes and all that. What did you think was gonna happen? These dudes are from Memphis. They play different.
Yeah, it's the gutter.
So like, it's an unfortunate situation, but it was up, you know. And the way niggas slid for Dolph after has to be appreciated. I want to be loved like that. I want to be missed like that. There's a lot of niggas still running around and you know, dudes online talking about their dead homies and they smoking. Ain't nobody sliding. Ain't nobody riding. They riding for Dolph. They did that. They put that pain in for Dolph.
Yeah, I'm from Brockton. I know how that should be.
They almost ran down on his mom, Dukes. It was almost Big Jukes and his mom. They ran down on Black Youngster's brother got killed. They not playing. They not playing about Dolph over there. Like, they're really not. But I don't know what's gonna happen with CMG. I don't know what's gonna happen with Yo Gotti.
It becomes a rabbit hole once again.
They might be next in a RICO case, you know, and it's crazy because Yo Gotti did his best to throw rocks and hide his hands. Like, he always like stayed in a cut, and he tried to move smart. He tried to move militant. So I'll give him that because Yo Gotti never said too much, but you know how he felt, and you know
because there ain't much to say on his end.
Yeah, but he had his brother really doing most of the groundwork and the talking. But Yo Gotti didn't play that position. Yeah, but you know, it's public record. He had a whole list of every member in PRE that he wanted knocked off. He had 5,000 on this person's head, 100,000 on Dolph's head, 50,000 on his cousin's head. So, Big Jukes was trying to get dudes out of here, but I always felt like Yo Gotti was a little bit smarter on how he moved. He was just a little bit more militant.
Because he's the face.
He was the face, so he wasn't out there.
Because if I go out, none of y'all niggas eat.
So, you know, he might be next because it's CMG, and they're saying that Yo Gotti paid the lawyer, and, you know,
they did say that.
So,
they did say that.
So, you know, we got to see how it unfolds, but, you know, this all
I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Honestly, I just get tired of shit like that because it just reminds me of the hood. It reminds me of what niggas go through every day out here. Niggas getting paid to do shit, and, you know, cases come up, feds come in, RICOs come in. Like, it's just the hood. Sometimes I get tired of it.
It's a cycle. It's a never-ending cycle, to tell you the truth. And it's sad because, you know, you got these dudes making real money and having an opportunity to take their family, you know, from poverty and really, you know,
but guess what? They want to talk
lives.
about the hood and do shit about the hood.
And, you know, and they have an opportunity to really change their lives and change other people's lives, which they did. But, you know, they have that mindset, and you just get stuck. You just get stuck in that mindset. And it's so easy. It's so easy because when I was in jail, I had a certain mindset that you get institutionalized. You start like, even when I was, you know, Mass is where I'm from, but I was with it. Whatever it is, you find yourself fighting for TVs and fighting for stupid shit. This nigga didn't say
MP3s.
Like anything. So you get caught up in the bullshit, man. It's so easy to get caught up in the bullshit. I'm telling you, and especially the street shit that you think is real and shit like that. Man, by the time you realize it's not, it's too late. It's way too late.
So,
shout out to my man Montana too, man. Happy birthday. You coming home soon. My bad, I should have gave you a shout out earlier, but shout out to my guys, man. A lot of you guys logged down right now. You know, major shout outs to you, man. Can't wait to see you, Montana, when you come home. Happy birthday, my boy.
Okay. So we're going to wrap up this episode with just like the last clip you sent me on Instagram with, I think her name is Kayla Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
And 50-50 on relationships.
Damn. She said, do I look like a 50-50 dom? Do I look like a dom that goes 50-50 with dudes?
What does that even look like?
I don't know, man. Like, it's different. Like, the whole mindset, social media, even the podcast world. You know, everybody
there's too many mics out here.
Yeah, everybody got
There's too many mics.
But when imagine a girl saying like, yo, I don't believe in going 50-50. Right? Imagine somebody telling you that. Like, you're a female. What makes a female say something like that?
So, me personally...
Is it the looks?
Personally, I don't like the 50-50 term. When I watched that episode, I also watched the girl who brought the episode up front to the Breakfast Club. I forget her name. The girl who's on there now because Jess Hilarious is pregnant. I forget her name.
Yeah, I like her. I like her better than
Jess Hilarious.
Yeah, I like
really?
her way better. Yeah,
so she's cool because she basically said it like,
Jess with the mess.
I'm not on some 50-50 shit, but when my nigga got it, he got it. When Absolutely. I got it, I got it. So it's like, it's not like we're pulling up to a restaurant like, oh, you got 50, I got 50. No, babe, you pay one day, I pay one day. Or babe, you pay the whole bill, I'll take the tip.
I don't see what's the problem with that. I really don't.
That's how I move. Cause like me personally, yeah, I do love for a nigga to pay for everything, but I'm a trick too.
I feel like
I might pull up to your crib with a new MacBook. Like, babe, look what I just bought you.
I feel like tricking is a sport, and
for single men. When you're in a relationship, it's not tricking.
All right, yeah, I agree. You know, but you even in a relationship, you can still overspend. I truly believe that. But I would say tricking is it's a single man sport, and you know that's a sport I play. I don't mind playing that sport. But at the end of the day, it's a sport that you rather spend on. Like when somebody doesn't ask for something, that makes you want to do something for that person. But a person who feels entitled, it's a turnoff. Anybody who feels entitlement and feels like I deserve this and I should get this.
Oh, that's a turnoff, 100%.
I'm not trying to entertain you. I want that girl that's gonna appreciate this Michael Kors bag. You know what I'm saying?
I like Coach now.
Coach bag, Michael Kors, Chanel, whatever the case may be, and they're not gonna say nothing about it. You know, because
it's
the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to test them out and just give them a Michael Kors and see what they're going to say. See what they're going to say. See what she says.
I put up to a nigga crib recently. My nigga, it was a steak and cheese and some fries and a bottle of Tito's.
Accept the Michael Kors bag. I was just joking.
Why?
2024.
Coach is in.
Yeah.
Coach is in.
I would say give her a Coach, but Michael Kors, I was just catching some wreck. But at the end of the day, I just hate bitches.
That's
who be
that
begging.
shit about y'all.
Listen, I hate bitches who be I hate doms who be begging. That's the problem. And I use the B word because I'm talking about 50-50 type of doms. So I just don't like that. I hate beggars. I hate females who think just because they look a certain way, and it's our fault. A lot of men.
It's a lot of men's fault.
Yes, yeah, because we make these women feel entitled. And we chase them, and we buy them things that they didn't work for, and we try to spoil them. And definitely during the pandemic, you had dudes cash apping and doing the most for these females, and now these females, they feel like this is how the game needs to be played. Like some stuff that females say don't even make any sense. Like, you're broke. How are you broke saying that you can't go 50-50? Maybe that's the reason you can't go 50-50 because you're broke.
Yeah, you're supposed to enhance
So
me.
you sound broke. Like, that's what it is. You're broke. You sound broke because at the end of the day, that's only something that a broke female will say. Any female who's bossed up wouldn't care about no 50-50. Yeah. Like, that's just corny.
And that's how I feel. Like I said, when I really fuck with a nigga and I fuck with him and I like him, if you're a peon, nigga, pay for everything. But when I fuck with you, I like you, the dick is busting. Like I said, baby, you might wake up to a new MacBook. You might wake up to a new iPad. That's
how you value the dick. The dick is the dick is very important to you.
Yeah. Because how am I supposed to sleep?
I'm just saying.
How am I supposed to sleep?
Those are the only criteria that you expect.
Personality and dick.
So money doesn't matter. Financial stability.
You can't be broke.
Being ambitious.
You can't be broker than me. You can't be broker than me.
Okay.
But we could meet at a medium.
Okay.
If we both are getting the same income and you're fucking the shit out of me and that head is far, let's get it. Why not?
So that's the criteria for you.
Yeah.
That's the ceiling.
Yeah.
Good head, excellent dick.
Not excellent, good.
Good dick.
Because not everybody got excellent dick.
Amazon flex, and you're okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm a big girl, so like sometimes I like to order out at like 12 a.m. So like order me a steak and cheese, please.
And that's it. That's all you need to be happy.
Yeah, I love love. I hate when bitches make it seem like, oh, I need a Cartier, I need a Rolex, I need this. Bitch, you need a nigga. None of that shit. What is that? All that? What is it doing? The Rolex, the Cartiers is just attracting another nigga. It's not attracting your nigga. I get it. Drip your bitch down, but bro.
Well, your female, a female of yours is a representation of you, so I feel like that plays a part in it. Why a guy who feels like he's in this social class and he has this financial status that his female has to look a certain way. But that makes sense to me.
You're in your calm life. You don't even post like that.
Yeah.
So even if you do buy a certain female something,
yeah,
we ain't posting shit.
No, as you shouldn't.
You see me when you see me.
Absolutely.
So it's like a lot of these bitches is fucking get money niggas to post.
Yeah, but there's bitches who's fucking get money niggas. Sorry again. There's dimes who's out here fucking get money niggas and getting nothing out of them. You really gotta be a veteran. You really gotta be a certain type of female. Not only look good, but you gotta know how to play the game. Because there's a lot of females who look good, get fucked, and get nothing, and get left. And never got tricked on, never got nothing out of do with mad bread. So we're not gonna act like every female gets through. No, you gotta be a vet. You gotta know what you're doing, and you gotta know how to situate yourself with certain guys. There's a lot of females drop the bag like all the time, and now like any girl who dates a Patriots player these days, we're not used to nothing. These girls date a Patriots player out here, and they think like they struck gold. No.
That nigga gotta owe.
That guy's not spending.
No.
And he's probably on the practice team. So, like...
He's safety.
Nigga, little Ray from up the street probably gonna spend more than this Patriots guy. Yeah, you going to the games, you're in the balcony or whatever like that. And I know it's cool to tell your girls, yeah, I fuck with a nigga who's in the NFL. But no, he's not that guy. Just because he's a Patriot doesn't mean he's that guy. And a lot of girls find themselves in this situation and they're dating these guys and they're not doing their homework. They're not looking at the salary. They just know he plays for a team. They come into Fett. They meet these guys.
Come into Fett.
And they get fucked. And it's over with. They're not getting nothing but season tickets.
That comes with the game.
A lot of girls don't understand that.
So how we wrapping this up?
I'm wrapping it up like this. October 26th. You got to check out this BNF smoothie that I'm dropping. And I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. It done changed my life.
I'm going to try it first. If I try it and I can suck dick all morning.
Listen. Then it's going to give you that energy. Not only for sexual
I will co-sign this.
All right, so try October 26th. Make sure you're there.
Yep, I will be there.
Blue Hill, Love Health Cafe. Come and get it. And I'm telling you, it's not only for sexual pleasures. It's also going to give you energy throughout the day. For you go about your day.
Stimulate you.
Yep. Your mind, your body. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel lifted. You're going to be in a positive energy. And you're going to be ready to go. Trust me. October 26th, come and get your smoothie. BNF smoothie. And I told you what's in it. I got that honey in there too. That honey pack. That shit go crazy.
Yeah, well,
this was a great episode. Like,
it was a great episode.
You know,
I had so much fun.
It feels good.
It's home.
You know, I had a lot more to say. Trust me, I had a lot more to say. I'm happy to be back, and this is the first
you were
episode
late.
Of many. I was late.
Fashionably.
Yes, I was late.
He was fashionably late.
But I'm here. I'm back, and
hopefully to more episodes.
Shout out to everybody. More episodes on the way, and BNF is back, man. And shout out to Fett for having us. Nickel and dimes. Love Health Cafe, BNF smoothie dropping soon. Shout out to everybody who came out and all the supporters. Stay loyal, man. We back. It's BNF Podcast.
Stay loyal.
And I got something else dropping. I got a
what you got dropping, sir?
I got a game show going on called
a game show.
Decoded, where I hit the streets. I give out $100 to anybody who decode the lyrics. That's dropping soon too, so look out for that, man. We working, man. We working. We out. It's BNF Podcast. We out, man.